So, as I have no internet, I am playing a game with no internet requirements, I guess. Banished, it's a fun and really painful, soul destroying kind of, I guess it's a city villa builder. Going with valleys because mountains makes life about 10 bajillion times more difficult. And I'm starting it at medium because, actually, no, what? You know what? Let's do it. Hardcore. Go hard or go home, right? I mean, I am at home, but that doesn't really help. I'd have to say, I really, really enjoy games that have the really cute loading things. Alright, so we've got nothing here. No houses. Just a barrel full of things. Alright, first things first. Let's get you guys some housing. There's 4 families it says, so 2, 3, 4. And the next thing we will need one of these, a storage barn. That can go off over here. Now I also need to start telling people where to go. So this here is basically how you decide where people go, what they do. Obviously this is how many I need, this is how many I have. That'll pop up when I have spares. And if I have a look at each house, it tells me so I don't need to remove anything to get this house up and running. But you'll see that I don't actually have any tools any wood, stone, anything that I actually need to make this. So the first thing they're going to do is clear out this area, which should hopefully give me some of the things I need. But for the rest of it, what I can actually do is I can just get it to harvest trees, harvest stone, or just get everything in a specific area. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to clear this area back here, because what I'm wanting to do is I want to actually access that river sooner rather than later. I might head out this way for a fishing spot, because as you see, fishing dock, the more sort of water I can get it to access, the better, definitely there. I mean, probably gonna go there if I can get there. Perfect. Won't do that right now though, got enough things that need to get done. And obviously, when you're bored, you use stuff to start getting done quickly. Knock down a lot of trees. Now this stuff can't get removed until I have somewhere to put it, that's right. I forgot how much that bugged me. So we'll just clear this area here, make a nice little stockpile there so that we can actually put the stuff that needs to get moved away from there onto there. It doesn't make sense that you need to move it, you can't just use it in the thing that you want to use it in, but we're not going to talk about that. Logs is low. Really? It doesn't look very low to me. Let's not talk about that though. So I need stone, so what I'll do is over here I'm going to clear out some stone. But one of the very first things I'm going to need, because the food's getting lower by the second, one of the very first things we'll need is to start producing food, because I can't pop down a crop or anything like that because I have currently no seeds available for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop down a fishing dock ASAP. Pew. Very first thing that we need done. See, food reserves are getting low. That is bad. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put down a hunting cabin over here. So hunting cabins are very, very helpful. Gives me a huge area in which I can hunt for food. Anytime a deer roams through here, basically, I'll get some food from that. So this one we're waiting on stone again. Again, we don't have much stone, so what I need to do a clear out of stone. Just this whole area here. Every stone I can find, I'm going to steal. I am desperate. This one's waiting for stone, waiting for stone over there, waiting for stone over here. Probably should have noticed that a little bit earlier. Waiting for stone again. They're all waiting for stone. Stone is reserved, stone is low. Yeah, understandable. And straight away gonna move you into fishing as soon as fishing becomes available. Because that will start bringing food in. I'm out of food here. Out of food completely, basically, which is never a fun time. We're going to move some people into hunting cabins as well. Out of firewood as well, so the next thing I need to do, I need to make a woodcutter's lodge so that we can actually turn the wood that we've got into firewood so that people aren't freezing to death. I never enjoy a game where they freeze to death. This winter's going to be a hard one, I can already tell. I've got some potatoes left though. Everybody loves a potato. What I might do is I might just clear this area here of resources just to basically from about here all the way across to here. That area is going to be where I start, basically. And once that's built, I'll chuck someone on it so that they can start making firewood, basically. Alrighty, someone needs to go chop some wood. So I've got a hunting cabin out here, very helpful. What I'll put next to it is I'll put a gatherer's hut, a collection of roots and berries. We'll put it facing this way, pop that down there, and then the next thing we'll do is back possibly in here somewhere, or maybe actually probably down here I'd say. Clear out all the rocks, all the iron, everything like that, and pop a forestry one there, which basically will help me to grow and cut down trees as they're needed. Don't know why they're putting stuff into there rather than into there, but I don't mind really. Storage cart or storage barn, doesn't matter as long as there's storage, I guess. So we've got babies popping out like no tomorrow, so we'll need another house to put those guys in. I find it really weird that they're using this storage cart, and I don't know, I suppose it doesn't matter. I can leave it there for now. I'll move it out eventually. Oh look, a baby deer. A baby deer. I love how the deers are kind of eating in synchronization. As I've got it going as fast as I do, it kind of looks like they're dancing. Cute, I know. Very cute. How's that gatherer's hut going? Removal's taking a while. I do have a lot of things that I've started a backlog for, which is okay. People tend to do one thing at a time in this game, just however you order them, whatever order you get told them to do it in. Reserve of food is, it's low, it's not too bad though. I'm going to remove that because it just weirds me out. So now they're gonna remove everything out of it, put it over there hopefully. Still got a fair bit of fish. 300, not sure how much was in there. I'll get to that in a minute. Another useful stat is this one. So I like to keep them sort of one on either side. So this shows me I've got 11 adults, no students, 4 children. Shows me how much food I've got, so I've got how many logs, that sort of thing. And now people are starting to not have tools, which means the next thing I really need to be building is a blacksmith. So that will use iron to make tools, basically. Unfortunately, I really didn't want to be wielding one of these as soon as I am. They're quite a... not a resource drain, well, they're a bit of a resource drain. They do need a fair bit of... they need iron as well as stone and logs. But there's also a few things piled up ahead of it, so it may take a little while to get to it, unfortunately. But that is just how it is. Reserve of food is low. That's not too bad. 153 stored food, and most of the houses, by the looks of things, have food in them already. Yeah, that's always good. When the houses start popping up with a little hunger icon, that's when you start to panic. That's when things get bad. So someone's grown up. Got another person to help out with the clearing. And as winter comes around, I generally tend to find that the people that are, other than fishermen, go all year round, and so do hunters, but hunters are less likely to find. I found it could just be pure speculation. Thankfully these guys are still in the hunting zone, so there's still plenty of food to get. I don't know what that guy's doing, just go on walkabouts. So, casual tree growing back and some fruit. That sort of stuff growing back as well, which is interesting. Firewood, it's not too bad, is it? Nah, it's not too bad at all. If I just have a label wandering around, do you think they'll clear out the things that need to be cleared out? Probably not. Girl can dream though, right? Come on. Just chop down those trees for me, please. Look, there we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Yay! Oh, that got filled very quickly. That's better. Things are starting to get built now. Stone and food. That's okay on both. So we need more stone before we're going to be able to finish this one. So I'm going to collect up all the stone in this area, which is what I was going to be doing anyway, and then we'll pop a forestry building in there in a little while, but not straight away anyway. Yeah, so we're waiting on stone on this one as well. It was a little bit odd that we had no one with tools, but we did have tools. It was because that was being disassembled and they couldn't get at the tools that we did have. There's only 2 tools left though, so it's probably a good thing that we start building this as soon as possible. And then coats as well we'll need to start building. We've got plenty of stored leather though, so that's always good too. A little bit of stone left there. What about over here? A fair bit more, so they've just been going sort of to the closest one by the looks of things. It's funny, someone will drop some off and then someone else will pick it up. How are we going? 12, 8. So there's going to be some people moving out soon. So what I'm going to do is we'll start putting some more houses down. What are we low on this time? Stone, that's okay. Put someone in the blacksmith. They need iron and wood, so we've got plenty of that. Means we can start getting that stone number back up. And we'll need to start building a clothing one as well. Awesome, everything's in there now, so people start heading out there to build that. So we need a tailor for the clothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove for now just one from there and get them to start gathering. Then once the tailor's finished, one person will go to the tailor and one person will go to gathering. And then more children. There we go. That's what I like to see. Children growing up, becoming adults. I don't, so long as there are only children that are in the houses still, but when you see that there's a builder in the house with them or a hunter or something like that, so as soon as they hit 10 they become, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for wood. Ah, that's right, I haven't actually got wood where I need them. First things first, we'll take out these here. And then after that, what I might do is we'll take some trees from just here. Because this is where the forestry building will be going to replace them, so it's okay. Because there will be replacements. And stone as well by the looks of things. Damn. Resources management. So difficult. Ah, well. I really hope these guys actually keep surviving. I haven't had any deaths yet, but it gets... food? Food's alright at the moment, so I don't think we'll have deaths just yet, anyway. I always speak too soon with that kind of thing. I'm just like, oh, everything's going so well. and then I go to build like 20 things in one hit, and it's just like, no, game doesn't agree with you now. You suck now. Pretty much what happens. That will start replenishing everything in here. So I'll remove that iron a bit later. Don't need it currently. I might just cancel the removal of the rest of the stuff here. I do have enough wood to keep going for a little while. Stone that I need now, which I'm getting from over here. Plenty of food, mushrooms, roots. Yummy. Very healthy. We've got fish, berries, meat like venison, mushrooms, roots. It's almost like a full meal there. She says while drinking Red Bull. Red Bull's healthy. Might just grab that iron there as well. So we do need to maintain a little bit of iron just to keep the tool level up. Now that little symbol there, I don't know if you guys have noticed it popping it up before, but that one is basically it's reached the maximum amount of whatever that resource is. So I've set that, well, the game sets that to 200 because that's all it'll need for now. As your population gets bigger, it's at least with the ones where you've only got one person jobs, I tend to, so 50 is the base amount for tools, 200 is the base amount for firewood. Tools you never really need to set higher than 50. I've never had that problem before, but as the population gets bigger I tend to set the fuel limit up around 500 because what will happen is during the summer and the spring it'll cap out at 500, but then as winter starts they will clean you out. Just getting that, just keeping warm through the winter basically, they'll clean you out. Of course I have got stone being collected. Now health is getting low, so what you do there, I'll need a herbalist. Use to gather herbs and provide civil health and healing for citizens. I normally put that near my forestry camp, but I might actually just put it out this way from this one. Yeah, sounds good. So I've got 0 stored herbs. Medicine. Very little stored iron, but that's coming from here. Yay, we're gonna have a tailor finally. I don't know how long we'll be going without clothing for, but no biggie, right? And soon there should be, so I need to build another house. Yeah, I really do need to build another house. And they'll just continue working on things as they go, basically. Now that there's a bit of stockpile of everything as well, that's helpful. Now it does take 4 people to run one of these, so as unfortunate as that is, I don't have quite enough at the moment, so I'll probably just chuck. I don't know what I'll do in that regard. Probably just hope that people age up. Stone reserves low again. So I have a forester's lodge now. When I have finished building up this one here as well, I will pop someone in it, I reckon. There you go, build a fisherman. So they were, I want to be trying to get them out at 10. I got another one in here by himself. Didn't see. Daria herself. I don't like having them move out when there's just one of them. Then you don't get babies, and often they don't move someone in with them. They don't, I don't know, feel comfortable. Or whatever it is that they do. What are we low on this time? Logs? Yeah, I know. I might just pop someone as well. Farmer, builder, gatherer, fisherman, hunter, woodcutter, forester, there. That will at least start that all coming in. Which is all very handy. I might just clear out this iron now as well. That'll get taken whenever it's needed. There you go, coats starting to get some coats up, which is also very good. We've got plenty of leather though, so that'll be for going well for a while. So that all needs to be cleared out. Again, shouldn't take too long. I'm stopping working there for now, just while I really don't have the wood to supply it. That leaves someone kind of wandering around basically as a labourer. Just realised I've hidden that. So they basically wander around as a labourer. They do odd jobs, that kind of thing. So they'll keep their house stocked with food, etc. So you see, it's Daria, that's okay. I need to find her a husband soon anyway. So, bingo, it's not gonna help me. Oh, sorry. Not yet. Not yet indeed. So waiting on logs and stone, very low on logs. Not feeling great on stone either. This is where I chuck another one into forestry. Another person's aged up. Who just forester. Go female and female, unfortunately. What are we waiting on? Stone. Yep, okay. If that's the case, we might just go up here and clear out all that stone there. Don't like tearing through all these above ground resources as quickly as I am. Did I remove her from wood cutting? No, I didn't. It's just being strange. Oh. Right, stone's there. Logs nearly there. 6 more. Oh, good. Alright, so someone just aged up again. So with that being the case, I'm going to need to build another house. You really need to maintain the supply. There we go. I just had 3. Turning to adults. One of those will go into gathering. Forestry is full, so that's going to catch up very quickly. Pretty much as soon as that stops requiring logs to build it, that's when they'll stop taking logs from there. Stone reserve's low, that's okay. Ah, and this one as well. This one needs it too. Won't be long. Okay. So we're at our cap for tools and coats, pretty much. People will continue to take out of those occasionally. Sometimes what I do is I turn these 2 off for, until these drop down below the 20s again. That's normally when I have farms that need to be sort of maintained, but at the moment I don't have any seeds or any livestock. that I can use those for. So when I build a trader's port, probably build it up there, I reckon. When I've built a trader's port, then I may be able to get some seeds, but they are very expensive. So I'll have to see what I can trade those for. I don't have any stored medicine. I do have a herbalist though. Oh, I only just got a herbalist, right? That makes a lot more sense. What are we low on? Logs. Logs. That's okay. Logs are coming. And gatherer. Perfect. So we just used up most of the firewood. Health should start going back up again as well. I haven't had anyone die of illness though, which is good. You're really unhealthy when people start just like carking it because of their health. So we've got a tailor, so we need to build another house soon. Yeah, definitely need to build another house. Probably another 2 if I'm honest. Yeah, another 2. How are we going for storage? Not great, but plenty of stored stone, fair bit of iron. Just need to get that stockpile of wood back up, but a house isn't hugely going to affect that. 16 woods. Really neither here nor there. I mean, we've already increased that. Woodcutter's going well. Medicine's starting to get stored, which is good. People will grab medicine from here and head over to the herbalist to get them to help them out if they need that. Let's hope that starts to fill itself back up. Now nobody should be getting too cold because there's a bit of fire. There's a decent chunk of firewood in every house, plus there is more than enough coats for everyone to grab one. Need to get some of these people moved out though. Sooner rather than later. Stone there, so they should run and grab that now. Stone, log there. There you go. Building that house up now. That supply of medicine's getting up a little bit as well. Hungry. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. For now, I'll just have those guys as labourers as all of my jobs are filled. So labourers will port stuff between different areas. They'll harvest stuff if I need it harvested. That kind of thing. So you can see all these teeny weeny trees here. They're all growing because I've got this set to plant as well as cut. It's helpful because it replaces, obviously replenishes everything you've got going there. Health starting to go up, which is good. We're getting a little bit of stored medicine. Medicine, coats and tools will be the best for selling that I've got at the moment, things that I can sell. I've got people living in their parents' houses again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build another wooden hut. Then I'm going to build a school. So every child will, I think they go to school between like 7 and 20 or something like that. So normally they would age up at 10 and you'd start being able to use them then. But when you pop a school in so it leaves the aging up age, makes the aging up age later, but they are far more efficient, which is always good, definitely what we want. So I might pop a schoolhouse here. Oh no, that's getting into the next to the tailors, do we think? Yeah, go next to the tailors. And again, this one will take a fair bit more to fill. Stone and iron aren't going to be the real problems. It will be, the wood that becomes an issue. But again, I've got that going along. It's increasing relatively nicely, even with stuff coming out of it regularly. This wooding noise gets really frustrating after a little while. It's like, I know the logs are low, I'm using them myself. Stop it. But they never stop. So, average health of citizens. It's getting better as well. The fun thing is you can always click on a citizen, see how they're going. So, clothing, she was educated, which is good. So all the ones that you start with start educated. At least I believe that's how it happened. I didn't realise that happened on hard. I thought that was only on sort of medium and easy. Food's starting to... I mean, at one point we had it stored food sitting as high as 1,000. That, obviously the more houses you have, that kind of thing, it definitely goes down a bit there. Now, schools take only one teacher, but it's what I found that as soon as I have a school, I like to keep one labourer spare, because what happens when, you know, a job's filled and someone dies and you've got a labourer, the labourer jumps into the spot to keep the level that you've set maintained. Now that's it's not normally important except for teachers, because what will happen is if your school is without a teacher for too long, basically all of the students you had in there drop out. You don't get points for half educated. So you really want them to be fully educated. So the people that I have now that are over 5, they're not going to go to school, they'll just grow up to be uneducated. Horrible as that sounds, I know. But anyone after that point, anyone who's not currently 5 will get educated, which is definitely increases the efficiency of everything, makes it a lot easier. It's currently 0 students. So this guy will go to school, he'll go to school, go to school. These two will. Bridget's not going to get to go to school. Shiana's going to go to school. Faustine won't. Will, sorry. Oh, I've got enough for another house. So I've got the herbalist and the forester can move in together. And one of the labourers can probably get their own house too. Let's do it. Let's go 2 houses. Why not? Now, as I said, I'm going to keep a labourer there spare at all times now that I have a school. I know I don't have any students yet, but it is utterly terrifying for your teacher to die. And they can die from all sorts of things. The most common one for a teacher would probably be starvation or cold. That shouldn't be an issue in this town. Oh look, it's gone back up again. That's awesome. Foresters will die because of, you know, falling trees. Hunters will die in a hunting accident. Basically, any of the guys that work out in this area, so herbalists, hunters, gatherers, they can all die due to falling trees, that kind of thing. Eventually, we will get to the point where we've got a stone cutters and a miners sort of little joint, basically. So we moved in here, so a labourer and our forester moved in here. Now, I don't know if there's actually enough people for a couple to move in here. Yes, there's only one in there. What I'm hoping is as soon as someone ages up, they'll pop in there with Elred. Alright, so now we have our first student here. So we've got 23 adults, 1 student, and 11 children. Some of those children will jump straight to adults. As I said earlier, some will go to students. We'll find out as the time goes by, basically. Alright, what reserve is low this time? Logs. Logs. Pretty much only logs. Thankfully we're not building anything at the moment, so that's going to have time to pile back up. The woodcutter's going to have time to, you know, get the firewood back up. Now, trading post is what I'm going to need next. That is so that I can trade resources, so that's so I can get farms. Farms are so much more handy, and they get you... Yeah, I was worried about that. Built too many houses, because each house has to have a sort of a backup of food. No, it's not too bad. But farms are a lot more efficient. You can basically always guarantee you're going to get food from farms. However, hunters eventually, deer will learn not to come in the radius of here because there's humans around, that kind of thing. This is why I've set it near a couple of forests, because they'll regularly come through because they're drinking water and they like to just walk through water. I find that really weird. The other thing with hunters is they're not allowed to hunt to extinction, which is, I guess, a handy thing that the game's put in. So you can see that they're over here now, but they're not over here, which is a little bit frustrating, but there are some just outside the hunting range, of course. And then gatherers, it really depends. It's basically based on random chance as to whether or not, you know, something's going to grow or not. I don't know the exact stats for it, but you can still see there's herbs and stuff growing around there, so they can still gather that. But it does get, I found particularly the hunting cabin gets less and less efficient as time goes by. Fishing docks are one of the most handy. They're an all year round food source. Farms technically aren't, unless you get a meat farm. A meat farm. So there's 2 types of farms that we can get, or 3. So we can get a crop, an orchard, or a pasture, which is where we have livestock. That's what I was talking about when I said a meat farm. Food stores low again. Yeah, it's getting a little bit low. So what we're going to want to start doing now is work on a trading post, definitely. Thankfully now firewood's capped out, so all of the logs that we get coming in now will be going towards that stockpile, which is a good thing. Running low on iron as well, which is what we need for tools, and we will need it to help with the storage, not with the storage facility, with the trading post. So I will get some people to collect some of that. I'll just pop it back in here so that basically the blacksmith can keep going. Now you can actually get steel tools, which are even better basically, but that we need a mine for, because we need to get coal to do that. Got all this lovely stone and iron over here. Might be able to bridge across there sometime. What's low this time? Food. Yeah, okay. Now we're starting to, you know, it's getting a little bit troublesome. So we want a trading post now. It will take a very long time to build up this trading post. Oh dear. One of my houses is on fire. Yes, I can see that. Quickly! Get water. Put it out. 2 houses are on fire. Not good, not good. Everybody, quick. Put the fire out. Please. I should probably start putting gaps between my houses, shouldn't I? Everybody stops what they're doing, just like run, 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 run. You can put wells down and that sort of thing, but I find, oh dear, it's not going well. Severely damaged, severely damaged. Oh dear, we're starting to really lose houses now. Okay, so this is what happens when bad things happen. This makes the game hard. So I need these fires to be put out ASAP. No, we're gonna lose houses. We're gonna lose all these houses. Or the rain could put it out for me. That would be wonderful. I don't know if the game works like that, but if it does, I will be very happy. Okay, so at least one house is gonna survive. That one didn't burn didn't set itself on fire. I can get it rebuilt soon. 19 people are homeless. Another one's on fire. Obviously this rain isn't helping at all. So basically I'm just going to wait until these all either burn out or, you know, stop burning. Oh, nope, they're all burning. They're all burning. We're going to lose them all. Wonderful. I will play. Gonna go a little bit slow. Okay, we're gonna need to start rebuilding. everyone is homeless. Ah! Look, 3 houses survived. Brilliant. A lot of these houses need to be rebuilt, though, obviously. We are going to lose some people now. Because nobody was getting food or anything like that when all of this was happening. So, yeah, there we go, lost one. Starvation, starvation, starvation. It's not going well. So we lost our tailor and our woodcutter. That's not terrible. Worse people have... There could be a lot worse people to die. Someone else died. The fisherman. Yeah, it's when you start losing people that feed your town. That's when it starts to become a problem. Pause. I don't want this one built yet. I need these ones built back up first. If everyone could go back. We lost so much food then. If everyone could go back to getting food, that'd be great. Alright, well at least the fisherman, the forester, look, at least we'll have 3 families that will definitely make it through the winter because they've all got a lot of food stored in the background. Got 8 students as well, which is going to be helpful. Dear me. Unfortunately, all of these need logs, that sort of thing, and there's really not any. Look, we just lost a student. That's bad. I don't like losing students. Another student. So this place is gonna plummet. We're gonna die. Ah, they're all starving. They're all dying. So difficult. Oh no. Alrighty. Yeah, we're losing people way too quickly. Still, we now have a lot of infrastructure, so hopefully I can have a couple of people survive. We'll go from there. Alright. At the moment, I don't need herbalists. I don't need a blacksmith. They can both go into rebuilding. Well, no, one will go into rebuilding, one will go into fishing. Fishing, as I said, is a reliable food source. We need reliable food sources right now. Just lost everything. Wow. Okay, let's clear out stuff that's encroaching. That'll get us the logs we need. Harsh, this is harsh, brutal. At least no one's starving at the moment. That's good. Clear out all these logs, which means we can start working on fixing houses again. Oh no, we've got a starving kid. They're gonna die. Who did we lose that time? Student. Harsh. I had 8 of those at one point. Gonna lose another couple. Harsh. Harsh, harsh, harsh. Logs is low. Seriously? I hate you. This is why game's hard. Game is hard. My population basically just got wiped out. Yeah. All died. I don't know how likely it is that I'm going to survive this, but we'll see how it goes. Look, food's starting to stockpile up again. Yay! Starvation again. It's alright, food is starting to get back. Yes, everything's low, I know. Thank you, game. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really do. Brutal. Well, at least most of them have enough wood. Yeah, pretty much all of them have enough logs. One of my friends is playing Dota and it's making me sad because I'm not playing Dota. Wah. People are starving again. Awesome. No, it's not awesome at all. Everybody's gonna die. This is not going to end well. At all. Yep, who died that time? Some student. One died. Child. Ouch. Brutal. I feel like a really bad overlord. Like a really bad overlord. Come on. Go. Go, go, go. This is bad. Oh god, so many people dying. So many dead people. I might have to start. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's only like 6 people homeless now, so I might just pause most of these buildings. Another person's dead. Look, I should be able to get that many buildings fixed up. And then work on slowly building back up my population. I guess is the only thing I can do. What I'm gonna do that is by keeping on keeping on. Oh goodness. Is there no one collecting stone? And again, food's back up slowly. Look, yeah. I wonder if there's I should see if there's like a graphing mechanism or something so I can. I don't know what that does. Open reference material. Overhead map of the area. I see. Interesting place. Make a little island. Oh, no, I probably shouldn't have done that. Take me back. Thank you. Curiouser and curious. Come on, there's 5 people homeless. Oh, look, builder. Actually, I'll keep them as a labourer because hopefully that will get, yeah, that'll get my stuff moving in. This area is a priority. Get me my stone. That's what I'm saying. Yo. Aha! We have a house. We have one house maintained and fixed it. Yeah. How many people are going to be homeless after this? There are citizens that are hungry. No, I don't want to cycle through them. That's too depressing. Yay! 3 people just moved in. That's good. That's good. Only 2 people are homeless now. That is good. Less homelessness, the better. Alrighty. So, what should I get people into? Probably gonna say firewood because, yeah, okay. Woodcutter. You getting the cutting? I just need stone and stone. Yeah, that's fine. brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. It's gonna teach me. I'm gonna put some, I'll be putting some wells around, that's for sure. And possibly leaving a space between all my houses in my next build. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know why I'm continuing on with this one. It's a bit too brutal, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up on this one, guys, and we'll start a new one. Still on hard. And I'll put a bit of a space between everything. Alrighty. TTFN, guys.